Hi folks, today we're going to do something very nice, something I love. It's a Vietnamese pork bone soup. Okay. Especially good for all those chili lovers. This you can make it very nice and spicy. So what you're going to do, you go to the supermarket, you get this leftover bones of pork, all kinds of stuff in there, you know, a bit of bone marrow, a little bit of tendons and cartilage. All those little nitty-gritties are going to be fantastic later on. I also got a separate bag of ribs here, which I'm going to cut up. So, just put them on here. I'm going to cut these into, maybe not all of it, I guess I'll just take one rack now. There we go, let's see, we're just going to cut through the, separate the ribs. So next up, let's get some water in there. So you put it on, I'm putting it in an induction, you can put it on a usual hot plate or whatever you have. Take a bit of salt, maybe so much, pinch. It's going to help get the impurities out. Actually, I'll put another pinch in there. That's very important when you make a soup like this, you want it to be as clear as possible. You know, all those nasty bits of impurities going around there, making it all, dirty. Get some spinach. You can, some really nice fat, thick spinach. What we're going to do with these, you're going to put these in the bowl when you serve, and the hot water is just going to make it soft, but still got a crunch. We've got some pak choy here as well. Cut that up, that's beautiful as well. We're going to have some onion slices in there. I haven't got it with me now, but we're going to put some spring onions in there as well. We're going to put some fish sauce in there. And then, one of my favorite things is a very nice hot sauce. You know, something, of course, depending on how you can tolerate heat, I like it a lot. But anything lighter will do as well. I wouldn't put Tabasco in, get something good, you know. Not that Tabasco isn't good, but it's not very, very strong, you know. Up to you. I like this one. Now, as you can see, water's getting murky, which means all the blood's coming out, and impurities will start coming out now too, very shortly. So here we are. As you can see, this foamy stuff, that's the impurities. And you want to scoop that out with a spoon and keep doing it till none more of it forms. So we take our bowl, our spoon, and we just skim the top off. We don't try and take any of the liquid out, just a little skimmer. So once you've got all the impurities out as much as you can put in a bit of a mushroom flavored salt, 2 spoons of this one, and then I have another one. So it's basically just, as you can see, salt with some particles in there, like dried mushroom. So throw that in there as well, another 2 mini spoons of that too. If you don't have it, don't worry, just put salt. No problem at all. So just continue to Take the last bits of this impurity out. I think we're nearly there. Now, we've put in all the different salts and it's been boiling. We've removed the impurities as best as we could. I have something called a thermal pot. And what I'm going to do now is put this, with the lid on, in the thermal pot. And it's going to keep doing its thing. It's going to still keep boiling and all the heat will stay in there. If you don't have one of these, it's not a problem either. You just leave your pot on the hot plates and you put it down to a low simmer. And you leave it for an hour or two at least. So while the soup is simmering or in your thermal pot, you can prepare a couple of tomatoes, which are going to go in, and the tomatoes give a very nice color and texture to the soup. So for my pot, I'm going to make 3. So. And once you put them in the pot, you want to bring it back to boil. It's going to cool down the temperature of the soup. So here's our soup, which has been sizzling or simmering for numerous hours. So the meat is really starting to fall off the bone. All the juice and all the protein, all that flavor has been drawn out of the bones. And here we add our tomatoes and mix them in there a bit. So, then we put this back on the heat. You can already see the color of the broth. It's very clear, but it's got some nice little smokiness to it. And that is exactly what we're looking for. Very good. Back on the heat. Alright, now we're going to put some of the vegetables that we're going to put into the soup. First being the nice big white onion. Very strong flavor. That's what we like. Soup needs that. And this onion we're going to put in our serving bowl, raw. And as we pour in the soup, the onion will slowly get a bit of a cook. But we don't want a full cook. We want some crunch to be there. But we're going to cut it very thin. As you can see what I'm doing. What I do is I'm going to have numerous portions of the soup. This is my prep bowl. So everything goes in here, and then when I prepare my bowls, I can just take what I need from the bowl. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put a bit of spring onion in here. Just give these a quick wash. Okay. These we can cut just like that. That goes in here too. So we're going to have 3 types of onion. Got our white onion, our spring onion, fine spring onion, and then we've got the big spring onion. The main ones, let me just get the right pieces. So these ones, just cut the ends off, cut down the side here, open it up. Next we have the pak choy. Take off that much because the stems are quite chewy, so we don't want to have them too chewy. So basically, yeah, we're gonna eat that as well. But the best part, of course, are the leaves. So we're gonna have what we can find in the supermarkets in the green leaves. So we have the pak choy, and then we have some really nice giant spinach. This is really nice. It's got a nice crunchy stalk. When you put this in the soup, it's just there for a couple of seconds so it gets soft, but the crunch is still there. It's lovely. I'll explain that to you when we start to plate. So next up, you're gonna need some noodles. You don't have to have noodles, but I recommend you do. Really what you need are rice noodles. So you can get these on Amazon easily. Type in rice noodles, you get all kinds. For me, it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna boil these up. Take a couple of minutes, 5 minutes or so to cook. Alright, we're back and ready to plate the wonderful soup. So, we made some noodles, just throw them in the bottom of the pot, bowl. I put a lot of spinach now in there. You know why? Spinach shrinks with hot water. And I'm going to put in my different types of onion, all the different kinds I've got here, 3 or 4 different cuts of onion, raw, you name it, I've got it. If you don't like onion, obviously don't put it in. I love it. Never enough. Okay, so I'm going a bit crazy there. That's just me. That's just me. Yeah. Throw in a bit of pak choy, just the leaves, because of course the stems are quite, I put the stems in there to get soft, you see? A bit too hard otherwise. Now, this is the beautiful part. So this soup has just come off the boil. Got the meat in there, the bones in there, we got the nice tomato. See? All that flavor has gone into this juice. See how nice that looks? Look at that. That's what you want. Good. So we just start putting juice on. That's soup, I guess. Just fill it up. Let that mingle in there with all the leafy greens and do its thing. Okay, you can see the spinach is already shrinking. Okay, so that's probably about enough sauce. Now we start doing a little treasure hunt here. So what do we want? Some nice pork skin is there. Let's get some of them ribs. Here's a nice rib, you see? Look at that. What else we got in here? There's some more ribs. Don't say no. Another rib and that'll do. There's another rib. Okay, now 2 ribs. How about that? 2 ribs. A bit more sauce. Alright. So that's that part. Now comes the real heat. This is it. Now, a lot of people do without. If you don't like heat, don't put it in. I love it. I like a strong heat. So this is the stuff. La selva hot, hot, hot. Here we go. Bam. Let's do it. Mix that in there. And one final ingredient. From my experience from the Asian kitchen, it's one you can't live without. I have to agree. With fish sauce. I mean, it's in a soy sauce jar, but it's actually fish sauce in there. So a little bit of fish sauce. Let's go in for a close up. And there it is, a wonderful, healthy soup. This is kind of taken a recipe from Vietnam. Of course, I've not done it exactly like that, so don't kill me, Vietnamese people. But I like it like this. So, yeah. You can see what you get in the end is lovely. You see the spinach is melting. Wonderful. So you got a taste of crunchy, chewy.
It's lovely. Well, bon appetit.